they could really just leapfrog themselves into the knockouts from here.
All right, Poppy Kiana so far. Maybe first draft we actually get to see from the very beginning. That's nice. Thank you, Rito. Ambessa ban. I would probably ban Sion, low-key. Because they can first pick it, right? Yeah, ban Sion, I agree. And now we have all the mids open, Yunara is open, and all the supports open, I would say. Those are the big ones. And Wukong, of course, Wukong. How do you do this, actually? There's a lot of good champions open. Wukong, all the mids, Nico Bard, and Yunara. Yeah. A lot of good champions open. Do you close trades here? Do you just trade everything? How do you do it? Wukong ban. Okay, so you close the jungle trade. So now we're talking all mids plus Yunara plus supports. Like first picking Yunara here, maybe not bad, you know? Because then you get one OP mid as well on top.
Today, which is going to be a large statistical leap.
It's also something that I was really wondering coming into the series for Hanwha is that they were, in my opinion, the
low-key Yunara ban here, no? And just trade all the mids. 1 for 1 trade. Because if you leave Yunara open, they just take Yunara and one mid. So you kind of trade down. Banning Corki. I think it's Yunara first pick, no? And whatever mid you get, so be it. It's gonna be strong mid versus strong mid anyway. So might as well just take the strongest AD. Maybe? Or is Viper Kai'Sa too scary? Because that's a decent matchup for Kai'Sa, and Viper is a really good Kai'Sa, right? So if you first pick Yunara here, you could run into that. Please don't be bugged, draft. Please don't be bugged. The draft is bugged.
Yeah, and one thing that we haven't really spoken about, which is a little bit more of an overarching thing, is the fact that
we're back.
2 days off.
Orianna.
And so developments could actually exist.
Like this could be Azir Yunara, this could be Ryze Yunara. This could be Talia Yunara, this could be Aurora Yunara. Have many options here as HLE, but definitely Yunara, I think. I don't think Jarvan here makes sense, because you're gonna get answered with Kai'Sa, most likely. So Jarvan here has low value. It's a tank Orianna and an escape AD carry coming. I would save the Jarvan for later Fearless myself, and I would go for mid laner here. Whatever you want to play. What do you want to play, Seka? Akali? Sinblind. Freest Trundle ever? Question mark for Junjia. I like mid laner pick more here, if you can. Feels unnecessary to get countered in jungle here. Yeah, I like this more. Azir. What do you do now as CFO? It's probably... It could be like full bot lane here, right? You could do Sarah Khan here. Jungle blind is alright. You could do like jungle plus top laner. It could be like Rumble plus jungler here and just drop bot lane completely, or full bot lane, drop top and jungle. Can do many different variations here, and everything is kind of fine. Sin blind. Opens Trundle on 3. Is it top laner or is it AD carry? I don't think it's support here. It's top laner or AD carry. Is there a prio top lane? Is Rumble a prio, for example? K'Sante prio? Rumble prio? Something like that? Or just AD carry match? Kai'Sa? K'Sante prio. So now HLE have two options. It's either answer jungle or answer top, and whoever you do not answer get banned, right? So you should probably pick the role that has the least champions available. For example, if you only like 1 or 2 champions into K'Sante, but you like 3 or 4 into Sin, you pick the top laner, and no matter what jungle get banned, you're fine. Kind of depends which role has the least champions available. You pick that one right now. I would say pick jungle right now. Yeah, I like this. And now you just ban Dash AD, no? What Dash AD do you ban here as HLE? You ban Kai'Sa for sure. Corki is already out. Ezreal? Ezreal Kai'Sa? And he has no dash? Something like this? There's still Caitlyn though. I banned the Caitlyn, okay. So probably Caitlyn, Kai'Sa ban, and they play against Ezreal, worst case. But Jarvan value is low, you see? Because there's a dash on enemy AD carry no matter what, pretty much. Doesn't matter which variation of bans you do. You ban Caitlyn Kai'Sa, there's still Ezreal. You ban Kai'Sa Ezreal, there's still Caitlyn. You ban Caitlyn Ezreal, there's still Kai'Sa. It's hard to make him not have dash, I feel like. Therefore, the Jarvan this early in Fearless, maybe not the best. I would have liked Trundle more, you know? There's Sin, K'Sante. I think Trundle more value, no? I'm surprised they're not banning top laners here. Because that's the role that's mismatched. I feel like they should be banning something from Zeus at the very least. Whatever you don't want to play against. Nico ban. Alright. They just accept the Kai'Sa matchup. I think Jarvan value quite low. I would have liked to Trundle more.
And there is the Nico ban coming through from Hanwha Life as we try to move on from the conversation. Well, I think it makes sense that they don't want to play into it. Trying their very best to continue on in this draft. Poppy, to me, could obviously go top. We saw Broken Blade
Poppy is banned.
Great efficiency, and Zace is also one that loves his more creative counter picks. But Hanwha Life could also just say, like, we slam Rumble and just leave it at that. And that's not the
They're looking for, like, Relic Kai'Sa or something, I think, CFO.
Into Rumble, but with Jarvan and with Azir, it does make sense.
Or Nautilus Kai'Sa, maybe, even better.
Thinking Kai'Sa? I don't love it.
Yeah, should be top here for HLE. Unless you want to snatch the Rel. Snatching Rel here, not bad, I think, actually. Or no, you go Lulu on 5. Maybe snatch the Rel. Okay, Rumble, answer to K'Sante, that's fair.
Gonna be the Rumble locked in though for Zeus. No real surprise.
This is just Kai'Sa Nautilus or Kai'Sa Rel, no? Unless you're filling the Bard.
Is concerned. Doggo's Draven was pretty good. Last time we saw it.
Against a Jarvan, that would surprise.
Yeah, I don't think he will go for this. He needs a dash for sure. There's Rumble ult, Azir ult, Jarvan ult, and counterpick support. I think you need a dash here. Thresh lane? Can you go for a Thresh lane? Is that crazy? Draven Thresh? Lucian Braum? There's no Braum. Ezreal. Yeah. This could be Bard now, actually. I'm kind of seeing the Bard now. But then the bans don't make sense. But this should be Bard, right? You already have a tank. Nope. No, it's not
I was thinking of 2 other enchanters, Kaiwing. I gave you 2 others that you could use. Karma, Nami, I'll even take a Lulu.
Oh no, that look on his face. Oh, thank goodness.
Nami Lions, wow. Really?
And this is a bit of a special
this should be Nautilus, no? For the light. I like Nautilus here. It's good lane as well.
It just helps a lot with the
Rakan is self counter pick.
But also that disengage ultimate to help with the
but it's a delight special. But it is self counter pick here.
Actually really interesting, right? Because Kaiwing, one of the old players
he just
on
locked
this
it.
team,
This lane is hard winning for Ezreal Nami, by the way. I'm surprised they opted into this.
But that's what he developed himself.
Like if that Nautilus, lane would be much better. If that Lulu, scaling would be much better. But it's a delight special. It's a delight special. The Rakan, for sure. Alright.
Looking at the composition for Hanwha,
Nami is the outlier for sure in this first game. But he played that. He played that already, didn't he? I feel like he played that already.
If they end up getting into like these kind of classic front to backs, and the early skirmishing has been the biggest thing in this tournament, and I do think that Zeka's laning phase in particular will have to be good here to buy Peanut the space to go for these early plays.
Yeah, I mean, what I think is interesting is HLE have a lot of damage threats, but their engage is very quick. Jarvan and Rakan are very fast ability to dive onto the backline, and Rumble can immediately follow that up with his ulti, with both Viper and Zeka kind of doing what they can, hitting whatever target becomes the closest. Whereas I feel for CFO, while I think it's a little bit easier for them to gain space, because what's K'Sante afraid of? You know, when that dragon is being started by HLE, he can walk up, he can acquire some space for them, he's got that Orianna, he's got that Nami behind him, but their engage is not the easiest to pull off. You've got a Xin Zhao that can dive in, K'Sante doesn't have the easiest way to start off the fight, and I think that as long as HLE play with their range, it's much easier for them to kind of get advantages in team fights, leverage the poke, and I think in the 5v5, I do give the edge to HLE.
Yeah, it's feeling very committal on the side of CFO, but that is exactly what CFO do. They hard commit to fights all game long, and we're going to see whether they'll do it again here in game number 1 as we get onto the Rift for this best of 3.
Rakan is warding top lane, so I think they might have Yannara laning top this game. Actually, then it all makes sense, right? Because you're opting yourself into Rakan versus Nami, which is losing lane. It's a self counter pick in lane. But if you send the Yannara top level 1, then I feel like all of a sudden the pick makes sense, because later Rakan is really nice, right? Always to have. And Yannara gets through lane by laning top lane. They're not actually going for it, but I think that would have made everything make sense. Yes. If the Yunara was laning top here, I would completely understand the Rakan pick. Now it's sketchy. I think they're really gonna struggle bot here. I would love camera bot just to see how it goes. But I feel like this is a hard lane for Yunara Rakan. Gotta hit some Rakan Qs to survive this one. Or find an all-in, I guess.
Just shows the level of which they've risen
Camera
to,
bot.
but also showcases the potential that exists.
There's a ward in the middle brush and they don't have red sweep.
To upset HLE today, I think would be
So it's relatively easy for them to play level 1 at least. They can just hit the Nami with Q easily, since they know where she's standing every time.
All over the place, and the other side of the coin
Camera bot, please.
Isn't the same story, right? And I actually love this as a barometer for how HLE is going to look and to measure the performance of CFO and how much they've improved. Already, you can see that this lane matchup, not exactly the most fun for Zeka.
Well, we've also seen teams, I think, really stifled in their growth when you're so obviously the best team in a region. And that, I think, is so
farming every CS so far
with
Yunara.
Seemingly harmed them. There's obviously also the proximity, right? They're able to scrim.
I'm surprised they didn't have red sweep level 1 Nami lane, because they are much stronger. So if enemy has no ward in the brush, it's hard for them to play. But here they actually had a yellow ward in the brush the entire time. I feel like bringing red sweep would have been nice for the stronger lane. In this case, CFO lane.
We're also seeing this early game just pressure from CFO all across the map. Hongq playing hyper-aggressive in the mid lane, making sure that he leverages the early strength of Orianna. In the bot lane 2 versus 2, the additional sustain that Kaiwing is bringing on the Nami means that he can help the Ezreal get that early push. And on the top side of the map, Rumble doesn't have the same threat that he will later on into the game. So CFO are playing
actually ahead once he has a bot lane.
I'm very curious as to what Ginger will do.
They do have perma prio though, so even if CS is even, they have perma prio always, so they can get this crab, for example. Or even invade if they want. Doesn't look like they want to invade, but crab should be free for CFO. No barrier. Nice barrier, honestly. I love this kind of barrier. Really nice barrier by Viper here. I love when I see AD carries use barrier like proactively. Many players use barrier reactively, but here he just like full HP barrier, you know, saves his HP, his low cooldown. Very proactive barrier usage instead of just like, I'm 1 HP, I need to use the shield now or never, you know? Very reactive or like passive way of using barrier. I like this more active way. I'm not sure if there's a correct word for this, but this kind of barrier I really like.
And you can see here, Zeus, level 4, feeling a whole lot more comfortable in this matchup. Speaking of matchups, things actually one thing that I hadn't actually noticed is that Hongq on a champion he's pretty comfortable on, guys. 11-2 his whole career on this champion, and that is a lot of games for someone so young.
But all things considered, I think they're doing really well, but
Bit of a grand entrance here as Viper doesn't have a lot of the blue stuff, but is otherwise feeling okay. Delight still has the moves on the Rakan.
Like I would have expected it to be worse than it is. I think that they're doing really well, bots, all things considered. HLE, that is.
Really flashy performances on it, obviously known for his melee champions for the longest time. But coming into this series, I think that we're seeing Zeka.
Maybe I should watch on Twitch instead, because I noticed now, but there's like the world's thing, YouTube thing in the bottom right. You see it here? This one? Should we swap to Twitch?
I am also looking at how these two fights are going to look. We've seen a lot of games really decided, like the first 2 skirmishes at Drake's. Sometimes a Grubs contest, but usually that one is traded. But the Herald...
So there's not the thing, bottom left, bottom right, sorry. How do I remove all of this? How do I remove everything? Does it remove itself?
Even though the series wasn't that long, it was violent.
Okay, it removes itself. Alright.
Look at that synergy. Isn't that beautiful?
I need my mouse to disappear though. Is it possible?
He needs to talk. You have to say his name.
My mouse doesn't disappear. Why? How do I... I'm so bad at using Twitch bots.
I mean, I could do that.
Can't believe he jinxed me on a cat.
I mean, it's obviously Andy.
Well, we're back to YouTube after this. But let's watch this game on Twitch.
Shockwave.
Yeah, Zeka taking a bit of damage here. But I think he'll be all right. The pressure from Hongq is just massive, though. And you can see it is being demonstrated in that 10 CS gap. He's not going to move on over here.
Free Drake from bot prio, nice. Enemy swapping. Anyway. So most likely a CFO here, you try to push out and you go top as well, and then you fight the grubbies. Especially since your K'Sante has MR and the enemy AD carry is laning into you. Don't really want to keep that lane forever. happy lane for Yunara versus no armor K'Sante. Doesn't flash? Wow, he didn't flash that? I'm surprised the Orianna doesn't flash that Azir ult.
HLE just sent all the boys to mid lane.
He knew they were there as well, didn't he? Honkyu? He should know they're there, no? Surprised he doesn't flash, and also surprised he gets caught.
Actually really like that play there from Hanwha Life. They know that there's no ultimate for Honkyu, but also
This wave is not the best for CFO here. Kinda need to get their bot lane topside ASAP, unless they're staying bot and giving grubs, but I don't think so. I don't think they will. I think maybe one more wave into base into top is correct for CFO here. They have 1 minute until grub spawn, so they gotta do this wave and go, I think. 2 more waves, not really possible. 1 more wave and go best. Let's see what they do. Yep, Nami's already channeling her base. Zeus could really smurf here though. If he finds a cancel, if he managed to cancel, it would be huge. Does he find the Ezreal? You see he put a trinket, bottom right. But I don't think he finds the Ezreal. Nope, doesn't find. Here comes the swap from CFO. They have time still, but HLE will have position because they're gonna push this top wave, and then they're gonna go river with support, and jungle is gonna be there as well. So CFO have to play retake here. They have to catch top wave with AD carry, and then they have to slowly enter when he can move. So HLE has a moment here where Ezreal cannot move, no matter what, and Yunara can. Like right now, HLE has a timing. Right now. They could do one right now. Ezreal kind of has to do the entire wave before he can go. He can slowly go right now and skip next wave. Let's see what they do. It's kind of going and skipping.
It's just a vibe of who's in the better position. And right now, Peanut
Wait.
not in a great position as Arcane Shift from Doggo getting so many.
He's just Giga Chatting it, Doggo. Just complete Giga Chat, by the way. What? Wait. What? Doggo is... What? Really?
So Doggo, he's got loads of
Wow. That was sick. They can slowly dive them here maybe as well. Kinda need to TP with Rumble, no? Rumble TP top? Otherwise we die here. We need to TP now. Seka is moving slowly, but they have the moment. Like 5-second moment here to kill them first. And both of them are dead. And now Azir is here, but it's kinda late. Can he do anything? Can Seka do anything? Can he shuffle here? Shuffle into Yunara? This could be good for HLE. Sin is out. Nam is dead. Orianna is out, I think. So only 1 kill for HLE. Wow. Giga Chat Doggo. Out or die? Die. He had to flash earlier. So 2, 4, 3, right? Yunara died, Rakan died, Jarvan died, Nami died, Orianna died. And only 1 grub was taken. Does HLE get a window to do grubs here? They do, right? Look at top wave. This should be triple grub for HLE. Yeah, that was such a Giga Chat moment by Ezreal, no? 1v3 for a moment. He knows his team is coming, but he just plays it anyway. And if HLE turn, they lose the fight, but if they don't turn, he's just getting free damage. Giga Chat. It's 3-4-0 grub here. Kind of sad, I guess. Maybe the dive top was not needed. They should have played the grub instead. Kill the Yunara and then go grub. Maybe better play. If you think about it big picture. Like Azir actually got 2 kills from that and 1 earlier, but Azir has 3 kills right now. And we're dead here. Are we? Are we alive or dead? W out and then flash? Feels like we're dead. He's fine. Wow. Well played.
Just gets himself out.
Not even close, baby. I thought that when he used the W, because
we really need Showmaker.
I thought it was dead.
Made the read.
Oh my goodness.
That they had based, right? They were expecting a base.
No Rakan ult, no Jarvan ult on display. Oh, we were watching the dive from before. Yeah, I'm wondering if this dive is worth it, you know? Maybe better after the Yunara kill to just go grub. Because it's nice to kill these people, but you also give Azir 2 more kill and you don't get the grubs. So all in all, fine for HLE when it could have been not fine, I guess. Yunara die plus grub losing. 2 for 1 grub to CFO. This would be better play, I think, than this dive here.
does enough damage to work with Zeka after CFO have already used all their tools.
And that's the big thing. You know there's no cooldowns, all the ultimates are down. I also did not really catch, at that time, Driver was just proxying between two turrets, and Zeus was like trying to tickle him, but obviously it's K'Sante, so that didn't work. And then they tried to kill the K'Sante afterwards. Also didn't work as the Drake.
Yeah, Drake gonna get
Smite
started
fight.
up here as
Nice shuffle. Both of those have no flash. Nami and Orianna both no flash. Orianna's already dead. Drake went to a CFO though. I think they will call it here. Just be happy with the Drake. It's 2-4-0, 3-4-0 even, but they got the Drake. Nice shuffle by Zeka. It's so hard to play, no? No flash Orianna, no flash Nami. You get caught by Jarvan ult, or Azir ult, or Rakan ult, you die. Rumble ult, you die. 5-0 Azir now. Wow. A lot of these kills were free kills though. Like CFO didn't have to die. I guess here it's like, it's kind of fine to die, right? But when Hongq died on mid at level 6, he didn't have to die, and they didn't have to dive top and die to him when he was moving. So he should in theory not be 5-0. But I think here it's understandable you die. Like I'm not sure if you can really play it any different here as CFO. If you have no flash, it's just a free play for them. But both of the other times they died, they actually had flashes, so they didn't have to die those times.
We talked about it earlier, right? Speed.
5-0 Zeka now. They don't have Drakes, but they have triple grub, so they can play very aggressive with this Azir and get a huge gold lead for the next Drake. So in theory, next Drake should be free for HLE, and then game state is really good if they just get the next Drake and they don't troll that sequence. I guess just hold Azir's hand here if you're Rakan, right? Like Delight just follow Zeka, Peanut just follow Zeka, and then Zeka carry. That kind of game, I think. Yunara plays solo, Rumble plays solo. Make sure everyone is in good condition for next Drake. If they get next Drake, game feels really good for HLE. CFO kind of need next Drake, I feel like, in this game state. They kind of need that win condition. We're dead. Playing too aggressive on weak side here, Driver. And they have grubs, by the way. This could be full tower. This is full tower. This tower will fall next wave. And CFO can't really trade, so the game is spiraling here. Weak side play? Wait, he has no backup. Hongq has no backup, he's just dead. This is a weak side play by HLE. Wait, are they trolling? Shutdown on this Azir, by the way. That's a huge shutdown to Azir. I feel like HLE is trolling here, because that's just a weak side play and free tier 1 top, so they don't have to do that. If they just press S and wait, top tower falls and game is spiraling out of control. No need to make this bot play for HLE. Give huge shutdown to Sin. I guess that's the positive part, it went to Sin. Has flash. Didn't flash. He's dead, maybe. Flash. No.
Junger is in trouble as Zeus is down here as well. That's a great ulti, and Junger is going to be able to keep himself safe.
Oh, that flash predict from Doggo just doesn't quite have the damage yet.
No flash Yunara, but can't take any tower or anything from it. Next Drake is everything, 150. More important than anything else in the game. CFO really need it because the game is spiraling out of control, and HLE really need it to slow down the stacking right of Soul. I would say if HLE gets next Drake, it's a very HLE favorite game right now with this Azir game state. 1.6k ahead, almost 2 item. This Azir is 1v9 if they get this next Drake, I think. And they can slow down the stacking.
Ready to set up for these objectives. And while CFO have been able to steal a few of them away, given that they are sitting at 2 dragons right now, this Herald looks I mean, why do I say it's uncontested? Of course they will challenge, it's CFO!
Well, they're gonna try.
Orianna is late here. Wait, he got it? Wow. He can't pick it up though. Flash out. Flash out Sin? Anya? He saves his flash. No, he already flashed. My bad, he already flashed. Well, they don't actually get the Herald. They don't manage to pick it up, but they stole it, which is nice. Like, enemy not getting it is nice. I think HLE don't mind though. Like, it's all about the Drake, as I said earlier. Wait, no flash is Jarvan, by the way. He's dead. Jarvan is dead. Or? No. What slowed them so much? Yunara W? Still possible, no? No, not possible.
They had vision.
What slowed them so much? It must have been Yanara W. I just didn't see it. I feel like they could chase the Jarvan with Ezreal Flash. They knew he had no flash, the Jarvan. So I wonder if it's worth to flash forward there with Ezreal and kill him. Guarantees the Drake, right? In theory, low-key. Nice steal. Ooh, this is huge, by the way. If Rumble dies here, that's Drake. He has flash, though. He's fine, he's fine. He's gonna flash out. Or? Shockwave? Yeah! Wait, Drake. This is huge, by the way. Huge. This is Drake for CFO, right? Unless they get caught right now, that's Drake for CFO. And that's Soul Point. It's 5v4. HLE have to pick someone here, otherwise it's just Drake for CFO. Yep, they're picking Orianna. Have flash. Missed the EQ. We didn't have Jarvan ult anyway, actually. He didn't have Jarvan ult anyway, yeah. So maybe that wasn't a possible play. 4v5 here, Rumble no TP. It's 4v5. Do they 4v5 them? Orianna no mana, so it's technically 4v4. Rakan flashed in. They're killing Ezreal, but he has E and flash. They're 4v5ing them. Playable? Playable? Oh, 4k Drake. They don't have vision though. CFO do not see the Drake. Is Drake there HLE, right? Yeah, HLE got it. CFO didn't have vision, because otherwise Sin can play that, but he doesn't actually see the Drake. Since they don't have smite. With Peanut dead, in theory, Junjia could actually play that. But he doesn't have vision on the Drake. They 4v5 this. It's mostly because Orianna no mana, I guess. Also nice engage from Rakan, from the Light and the Peanut. They went a little bit crazy over the wall here, like this Rakan W, and then Yanara goes over. This was a little bit crazy, kind of close. But here in theory, Sin could play this Drake, right? He just doesn't see it. He has zero vision. HLE in a really good spot now with this Azir game state and no soul points for CFO. This feels very HLE favored now in my mind.
It has been Viper Life Esports for quite some time, okay? And today Zeka decided to step up, and so he's all a bit confused and discombobulated about where he is at the point in the game. So I don't blame him for that one, but still gonna have to get themselves together if they're gonna win some of these team fights. CFO not out of this one yet, and those extra couple of Drakes helping out a lot.
The beauty of this game is it really personifies CFO as a team, how they really play with the nameplates off. The fact that they've contested every single objective, and they've stolen most of them, and the fact that they still commit to these fights, even if these fights don't look optimal, sometimes it backfires, but other times they find ways to either equalize or contest. It's important to realize that right now it is HLE in the driver's seat. They do have the gold lead. A lot of it is sitting on the important carries of Zeka.
Atakan is next.
But we see how Doggo
I would probably fight if I was CFO. Atakan feels like a pretty strong objective just to give. I think, for example, you can give next Drake if you're a CFO. But Atakan feels bad to give. This is just a free kill. Actually, is it? 1v2? Ooh, close. Jarvan is down here, and they're moving from mid. This could be bad for CFO. Could be dead here. There's no plants. K'Sante in trouble. K'Sante probably dead here. Yeah, he's dead here. And there's no cross map, it's just a free kill.
That's going to feel a whole lot better here for HLE, and he does.
Ends up being a 1-for-1 overall, and there's not much else at the rest of the map that CFO can trade for. Those neutral objectives are unavailable, and Atakan all the way up in top lane. CFO didn't really have the tools to get out of that situation. Ideally, they would have loved to convert it into another tower, but it is important to remember that HLE right now have 3 towers standing, and CFO really can't get close.
CFO is still holding on to the mid lane turret though, and I think otherwise you might have seen Humble Life already way deeper into the enemy jungle. This time the rotation wasn't in time. If Atakan was on the opposite side, even though Junja didn't end up dying, was very low, was at that point just shy of his second item. That could have been a window where Humble Life pulled the trigger. Not going to be the case though, and this Atakan certainly to be where the next fight says, as I say that, they're starting it up.
Yeah, Viper is just hitting it. Peanut going
They don't actually know, by the way.
No vision available here for CFO.
They don't know.
And Kaiwing, like you say,
And Nami just spaced. He's gonna get vision now, I think. He knows now, but it's kind of late. It's gone, most likely.
But this Otacon is not long for the world, and Delight will turn up. He will be able to play defense to avoid him getting in here. Down goes
and now they're gonna fight anyway. This looks bad for CFO. Run. No. Has flash actually on Xin. Wow! Shockwave into Nami ult. CFO winning? CFO winning? Maybe? They got one only though. Azir might die. Yeah, he's dead, he's dead. Or? Ezreal has E, I think. Oh, he's out! Wow! Movement and ult was crazy by Zeka there. They only got one kill from that. 4-man Orianna ult into 4-man Nami ult and only got one kill. That's so sad. That was such a nice combo. And only got one. Drake is everything though. Drake is everything. 40 seconds Drake. Rumble is not there. Azir no flash. They know this. CFO might have a really good situation for this Drake now. Drake is everything. Tower doesn't matter. Drake is everything. I think CFO should have based and ran to Drake earlier, because now HLE are actually first to the objective. Normally from this topside fight you can be first if you want. If you just insta-base and go there, or just run there without basing. They're giving mid tier 1 for positioning here, HLE. I wonder if CFO will just give this Drake and push mid. Yeah, I think they just give this Drake and push mid. Shockwave has flash. Woo! Dead anyway. Wait, they dropped Drake by the way. HLE dropped Drake here. They're going for the fight. Wait. What's happening? EQ got cancelled. Does CFO get Drake now? They don't have smites. 3v4. I guess they do. Holy shit, that Ezreal ult was close, no? On the Rakan base. Could have died on the fountain there from Ezreal ult. That's CFO Drake. That's everything, by the way. That's soul points. All things considered, like Otacon, the fight up top, the fight here on mid, Drake was most important by far. This is huge for CFO. Nice bubble. Don't really have damage though. Is there a TP behind? No, no TP behind. Yeah, that Drake was everything. Soul point now for CFO. This is very winnable. Even though Azir is super fed. It's a very winnable game now from soul stacking. Nice shockwave. Late on the Rumble flash here, I think Zeus. Could have flashed out earlier. And I'm surprised HLE come for the fight, you know? If they just finish Drake here, even if Rumble dies, I think that's fine. But because they pull off the Drake and try to help the Rumble, they also die and they also don't get Drake. I think they should have just kept going with the Drake and give the Rumble kill, so be it. Drake was everything there. More important than mid tier 2, mid tier 1, Rumble dying, anything else happening. Drake was everything. Yunar ulted here, by the way. Has flashed K'Sante. Can he flash out here or is he dead anyway? He can. Next is Baron. I don't think they're playing bot tier 2, it's Baron.
This is really good news for CFO because now HLE playing a little bit desperate. They sent a lot of members towards the bot side of the map, committing to that play. They couldn't really keep that top tower alive for much longer, but it's also giving Ginger an opportunity to steal away some camps, as Peanut is doing the exact same thing on the bottom side of the map. Remember, the deficit that Honku is at was absolutely massive early on into the game. It's still a 1k difference between the two mid laners, which means that he doesn't have that arm guard just yet. But CFO have a much more favorable position on the map. They've reduced the gold lead significantly. They've gotten the XP and the items that they need. And CFO, they're in prime position, especially with Soul on the horizon.
Exactly right.
And Hanwha Life are going to be looking to find either Honku or Dogo. The one thing CFO need to be extremely careful about is this is a 2-carry composition. We're getting to the point of the game where the Xin Zhao alone isn't going to be able to get the damage output to really chew for a lot of the members on Hanwha. So Zeka,
I'm surprised Yunara Viper is going for armor pen. I feel like they don't have much armor. Maybe better just to go Infinity here. Because he's working on Lord Dominik's, it looks like. Which is not a bad item to get later, but if you look at the items from CFO and his own team comp, which is mainly AP damage, I feel like just raw 80 damage would be better, no? Like Infinity Edge would be better. That's an item, I think, in theory. Ezreal is caught. Nice movement by Delight. He got both of them. And both of them have no flash. He got E up in time, nobody dies for it. Does Seka die for that shuffle? I think Seka is everything here. He doesn't have flash, he's dead right after. Rakan dies too, it's a 2v2. Yunara wins this. Gotta run, gotta run. All things considered, not bad for CFO, by the way. This was a really good engage by HLE. But Ezreal got E up again, so he could actually get out. Because he E's early, you can see Ezreal will use E, then he will flash, and get stuck in the cage. But because he's hitting Q, he hits this Q, then hits one more Q, and then he gets E up again. And sure, Azir kills them, but Azir also puts himself in a spot where he dies for it, so... You could actually argue that this Azir shuffle was not that good, because Ezreal is low-key dead anyway, Nami is dead for sure anyway, so maybe better not to trade your life for it, you know? And just play the game. Sorry, play the fight instead. Play the fight normally instead. Because Azir gives his life for that Ezreal, but that Ezreal is already dead pretty much. I wonder if that's actually worth it. Hard to see in game, of course. But low-key better to not do that play with Azir, I think. And just play the fight normally, play the game normally. Soul in 1 minute for CFO. So HLE cannot give Drake no matter what, but CFO actually can. Like CFO could trade Baron for Drake here, and it's good for them, but HLE cannot make this play. They have to go to Drake no matter what. They're just hitting Baron? No. Are we caught here? No. Is K'Sante? No.
Viper finds a Slurkle, but isn't going to be able to get too much more. Zeko is getting money towards that bottom side. If he can complete the Hourglass, could be a big deal, and there it is, picked up. So got enough money, now contesting.
30 seconds Soul, it's everything for CFO. I mean for both teams, right? It's just CFO has the option to not do Drake and go Baron. So they could play with them here a bit. I don't think basing here is correct unless you have an item. Must have an item. They're just flash engaging now. No flash on this Orianna, by the way. Has stopwatch, but this is like 3v5. Ezreal and Nami is in base. I think this kill actually means nothing if you think about it. Unless Sin dies. No, Sin is fine. Like, it actually means nothing, right? Because they can't do Baron anyway. And if they run to Drake, they lose Baron anyway. Is that... I mean, I understand you make that play. But I think from HLE perspective, you would have wanted more. If you got 2 kills instead of 1, you could send an objective here. But now it's kind of like... whatever, I guess. Unless K'Sante dies here. Like, does CFO go Baron right now? Baron? CFO? It's possible, no? Orianna TP in? You're losing Drake, so you probably should hit it. And you also know enemy no ult. You know Rumble no ult, you know Jarvan no ult, you know Rakan no ult. Low-key Baron angle here, I think. Like right now. Timing is almost over. No more Baron timing here. I'm surprised they don't start Baron there. I think that was perfect timing to do it. Enemy use everything for 1 kill. You know they're on Drake. Could force the play here before they get ult again. Or could have forced the play there before they get ult again. But this will go on now for a while. Because now there's no more Drake for 4 minutes. So it's just Baron dance now. And probably next Drake being played. We're in for a long one, everybody.
And I think we're going to see them just continuously put pressure on this Baron because they shred this objective.
Certainly do. Honku, even though he's 2 and 8, has still done the most damage in the game.
2 and 6 and
Sorry,
8.
2, 6 and 8. There was an 8 there. I put it in the wrong spot. That is my bad.
I think he's overgrouping though. He has TP available. There's a nice way for him to catch on the bot side of the map. It would get him level 15. He needs a little bit more gold injected into him, but he's so wary of HLE forcing.
Are they just forcing this? They can kind of zone, by the way. Their champions are not bad at zoning enemy. This is just free, or? Rakan can zone. It's gone. Wow, that disappeared. That's a Seer and Yunara damage, I guess. Azir shuffle. Other way.
will be able to keep himself alive at least.
Usually wins this. Wait, I'm curious. That Azir ult, it looks like he's doing it the wrong way, right? But if he does it towards himself, it wouldn't hit, right, if they flash? But because he does it away from himself, it reaches at the end, right? So it looks like he's doing it the wrong way. It looks like he almost misclicked. But actually it was correct, right? You understand what I mean? Because if he did it to himself, if they flash, it wouldn't hit. But if he does it away from himself, even if they flash, it hits at the very end. Like at the very end of the push, it hits them, right? Wait, I got it. We're going back to YouTube. Back to YouTube we go. And we just review this last thing. Because what I'm thinking is, if he does ult towards himself, right? Look, if he does this ult towards himself, the ult would go like, let's say, from here, where my mouse is now, and it would end up like here. So if they flash, which they do, it wouldn't hit them, right? Or is it just a misclick? Do you see what I mean? They double flash, right? Would it work the other way? Would it hit them? It would anyway, I guess. Or am I crazy? Is it just a misclick? Because it actually hit both of them. So now it looks like it makes sense to do it that way. But normally you don't see it like this. Normally you see the Azir ult the other way, towards himself. Not away from himself when he makes a play like this. Normally the shuffle is this way, upwards. But he does the shuffle downwards, which actually ends up hitting both of them. Was that a misclick or was it intended, you think? I haven't really seen it like that before. What's the reasoning for doing it like that? I'm gonna go and practice Ul and check this. I haven't really played much Azir, so I might troll the combo a few times, but let's try it. EQ, flash, and they flash here. And if you do this one, miss. If you do this one, hit. At the end. So he did it right. Wow, I haven't really seen that. But that makes sense. Smart. Okay. CFO on blue again. We have similar bans as to last game. Poppy for Kiana ban, Ambessa for Sion ban.
Sion again, they know the trick. They're aware.
Yeah. Still gonna first pick.
I would say Ryze is the next like big one for me. I would say Ryze. Next big one, yeah. Ryze, maybe Caitlyn for these kind of teams, right? And Vi, maybe Vi, Caitlyn.
I really do think that it's a champion that you can just
Vi, Caitlyn, and Ryze, I would say. Aurora ban. Okay, never mind.
The amount of dive that we're seeing from junglers, especially, but the Wukong's open, so I think that they're going to change their priority and instead lock that one in on the side of CFO unless HLE look to remove it.
And they're like also anticipating the Ryze ban that could theoretically.
Oh, I forgot about Wukong completely. Wow. Oh, Wukong is out. Actually, I didn't even mention in my pick ban, no, Wukong? I completely forgot about Wukong. Wow. Well, they didn't. Actually did not forget about Wukong. They even banned it last game, no? I'm trolling.
Yes, he can do that one.
I'm trolling a bit. How did I forget about Wukong? Wow. They even banned it last game. Okay, Ryze is the big one, I think. Should be Ryze first pick, right? Ryze for Vi Caitlyn, something like that? Or just Vi first pick? Nah, I think Ryze maybe better, yeah. But this could be like Vi Caitlyn here with counter pick support. Wouldn't be bad, I think.
Is that I think with how crisp Hanwha Life looked in the team fights and the target selection, now that
Talia Vi Caitlyn, no? You could do like
maybe pivoting towards a free carry.
Okay, they're just not gonna pick AD carry, I think. It's gonna be Vi Talia. Pantheon Talia actually? Vi Talia. What do you pick here into this? You pick Pantheon yourself, right? No Sin, no Jarvan, no Kiana, no Poppy. Vi is picked. I like Pantheon here. Pantheon and Kai'Sa? Xayah? Xayah into Vi? Pantheon Xayah?
Well,
Trundle.
blind Trundle is not blind actually because Vi is already locked in, so the Trundle for Junjie is going to be considered here at least, as far as that answer is concerned. We'll see whether it is going to be more damage. I think it's the top lane that our eyes are really going to be glued, but I don't know whether it's going to be a blind top lane.
You don't really have a good top lane here, do you?
They really want to keep this bottom lane a secret. I wouldn't even
I'm kind of feeling the Xayah or Kai'Sa.
Then you wouldn't have to worry about banning it.
But so far, Doggo has shown to play a little bit off meta with Draven and Ezreal last game.
Oh yeah. And so I'm wondering if Doggo just wants to get his AD carry now.
So maybe they actually just pick top lane here.
I don't love the idea.
Yeah, they just picked top lane here. Renekton.
They're gonna blind Renekton.
What about Gnar into this? It's a special, no? Zeus special. Gnar here. I feel like he loves this matchup, doesn't he?
I wasn't done. I'm not happy with where it's picked because Zeus is the guy that will counterpick you in a way that will make your laning phase very, very miserable. And I think Zeus has had his fair share of ups and downs, but I think so far at Worlds he has been able to perform. And this was one of his true trademark champions. We'll see if it actually gets knocked in.
No!
Rek'Sai.
Wow.
Don't like the Rek'Sai.
I
think Gnar would be better.
So
but it seems like many teams actually like the Rek'Sai, so I am probably the one that is wrong about that champion.
I do think Zeus is like the
Also got fucked by it in my own series day before yesterday, so I'm probably in the wrong about Rek'Sai.
I feel like the blind Renekton not feeling too bad.
I mean, I guess they just wanted a more reliable dive buddy alongside the Vi, so that when Vi inevitably...
Caitlyn, Kai'Sa, Xayah, I would say are the big ones. Nico Van.
Right next to the
Like if you're Vi and Rek'Sai, you don't want to play against Xayah, no? Hard to dive that champion.
From the bot lane pool.
But again, Doggo has shown to play a little bit off meta. Draven is still there.
Kai'Sa has to be high on the list for CFO. Like, Viper is known for many a AD carry, but I feel like Kai'Sa is kind of up there.
He did go to the LPL to get his Kai'Sa license. We've got Ruler as well, who did manage to get that one. The rest of the players that we have in the Outskate, they do not have them. They do not have that license, unfortunately.
Corki
Corki going to be the first one taken away though, and
was banned first.
Similar vibe, does a lot of damage,
last game. I'm so confused with what was banned last game. Oh no, they banned. Oh, okay, now I remember. It was Corki banned by HLE, Wukong banned by CFO. Right. Right. So Wukong was banned, but CFO was the team that banned it. Right. And then I just forgot about it in my prep. It's alright. Draven ban. The respect Draven ban.
Very hard. So Doggo, I think given the respect that he does deserve.
The reason why I respect it is only because we've seen a Morgana at this tournament already, and I could just imagine CFO locking in a Draven Morgana bot lane and being like, yeah, have fun, Peanut, good luck getting through that.
Yeah, try and do damage to this guy. Well, we do have one more ban remaining. Will it be that Kai'Sa taken away? And it will.
It is.
And so I think that like now you've sort of opened the
Xayah looks good, right?
Like
or Caitlyn?
To feel a little bit better.
Caitlyn?
And that is what is
it's hard for Doggo to pick Xayah into Caitlyn. A low-key feeling Jhin here or something, you know? Sivir or Jhin? Sivir is a hard lane. Jhin? How do you lane into this? Ashe, Jhin, Varus. Ashe, Jhin, Varus. All of them are really hard. Jinx? Jinx with some kind of protection? Is that possible? It's such a hard lane with counterpick support from the light. What do you do here? How do you survive this? Like Xayah feels good for the game, but it's a hard lane. Ziggs. Okay, I see it. I see it.
Ziggs definitely helps you live, that's for sure.
I see it. That just neutralizes Caitlyn completely. What about Bard here? What about Bard? Bard, Ziggs? There you go, Karma. Is that hard? That's pretty hard, actually. Is it? Ziggs Bard versus Caitlyn Karma is pretty hard, no? For Ziggs Bard? I think so. What do you do then? If you go Rell or Nautilus, they just go Braum. I don't like that either. It kind of has to be Bard, I think, and just take the bad matchup. Leona. Braum goes hard here. I would have rather played Bard into Karma than Leona into Braum. Braum is such a good pick here. The light is good Braum as well, no?
The Leona, this is one of the classic Ziggs bottom lanes. And is Delight going to do a classic Caitlyn? Like, just lock Lux. It'd just be fun.
Okay, he goes Alistar over Braum.
And when you see a Trundle, the cow is pretty good.
That's easier, I guess, for the Leona.
Yeah, cow beats troll. It's like rock, paper, scissors. I don't know what the other thing is. Maybe.
Was scary for a second with a Braum 5 here, potentially. I think this is fine now for 6 Leona. Not bad, not bad. This game can win, for sure.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
All right, Alistar locked in here.
All right, I'm just gonna move myself.
Okay, these are your compositions. I do feel like HLE would look better with a Gnar, but that might be personal preference.
1 sec, sorry.
And we'll see whether Zeus is going to be able to join Flandre as one of the players that's able to make the Rek'Sai look pretty damn good.
I do love the early setup here for CFO. I think that you have an incredible amount of early game power, right? You have Leona, you have Ryze, you have the Trundle, which you can really use to get off to a good start. I think we did see them really struggle with keeping up once it came to mid to late game with the rotations that Hanwha had around the map. So we'll see if they're able to find a better answer to that this time around.
I'm just worried about this Renekton. I think it's going to be so difficult to execute against Caitlyn Taliyah. Like, he's going to have to find some crazy flanks. You do have Leona, which I think can be a very good engaged champion. But again, like, there's just not a huge amount of CC on the side of CFO, so I feel like they're going to run into very similar ranged problems they ran into in game 1. But hey, we know that CFO is aggressive, so let's see what they can do in the early game.
Exactly right. Both of these teams wanting to get off to some early sieges as well, so movements around the map and allocating lanes is going to be something that we're going to be glued to. But now it is time to pseudo hop onto the
Now it's time for a pause.
Is what we are greeted with, making sure maybe it's, you know, rest. Maybe he did accidentally pick up the God mode mouse, so everyone was doing the same mouse movements.
So
it would have been very
I'm gonna
awkward.
regret this, but the cow bridge, is it like because the troll's under the bridge, so he loses to the bridge, or like what is the?
I think the cow loses to the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, because the bridge is with the. Yeah, Troll's good at bridge.
No, look, listen. You see, so
much better at card games.
Trolls can.
I'm just gonna go wash my hands.
Yeah.
Cows have
hooves,
intellectual.
so they can't make
their
it work.
inability.
Is it about hooves or interlegs?
However, trolls are incapable of harming cows, probably because
they have an unbreakable will.
Yeah.
And their subjugate doesn't work very well against it.
Exactly.
I like that you did an actual little gameplay narrative tie-in. That's good stuff.
What do you mean? Look, that's
how the game works. This is what we designed. Vedius and I designed this game.
It's actually
been really.
Why did you guys do this?
In multiple countries around the world.
It just didn't really like go that hard in the Netherlands.
If anything, I'm just kind of hurt that you haven't.
There's a board game I don't know about.
Board game?
Or card game?
It's not even a card game. It's you have a hand
play
game.
We can play it right now.
Yeah. We're not going to.
We're not going to. This is a more important game to play.
We're going to focus on that one right now. First damage going over to CFO as the bounce.
Is there a TP on Caitlyn? Or how do you do it with Summoner spell here on AD? Because enemy AD has, like Ziggs has TP no matter what, right? Does Caitlyn take TP as well? No, she's cleanse, of course, versus Leona. So TP advantage for Dogo here versus Viper. No funny swaps as far as it looks so far. I would say it's a pretty dead lane. Bot lane, Ziggs is just gonna wave clear. Alistar versus Leona. Hard to do anything.
But I assume will just be the same like kind of bruiser build here.
And Rek'Sai versus Renekton is also low-key dead lane, right? So it's all about mid lane in this game, isn't it?
Possible. Also, Doggo does have TP, which
and objectives, I guess.
Rotations around the map.
Feels like neither side will really be able to be punished very much. So it's just whoever can get mid lead and move, I guess, mid play or mid push into roam kind of game for both teams, and playing objectives, of course.
That Viper can do, plus the fact that they have early access to the wave here, should mean that it might be a bit of a struggle.
Yep, Peanut. 149 international.
It feels weird to see Dogo on Ziggs, since he is like their star player. But I also kind of understand it, because here he didn't really have any other option anyway. This will be interesting. I'm not sure what we're looking for. What is Vi looking for? The Trundle has red buff.
Is going to see him.
He doesn't win that.
Yeah, so instead he's just going to annoy the chickens.
I mean, that's
not really sure what the Vi was looking for there, what Peanut was doing.
Because otherwise, I don't know why he would go for reps. I thought at first he was going to go over the pit and then go for a play towards bot side.
It really felt like that his plan was to try and split the
Now he's going to get invaded himself.
Caitlyn lanes, right, to try and provide her with that safety.
No, he's just mid ganking level 3.
Looking for a gank in
could get flash here.
Really nice pillar, and the flash has to be employed here.
And now we can invade topside. Wow. Vi kind of trolled the game here. Did Peanut not just completely troll the game with this invade or what? Because now the Trundle just takes his camps. And he got a mid gank.
And for Zeka, you know he's there. Like, we just witnessed him. You know his bot side
Yeah, to be fair, Taliyah should play more safe. Like, Zeka cannot lose flash there. Vi got info that Trundle is on Raptor, so there's no way Zeka should lose flash there. But this is so bad for Peanut. Trundle wins this, doesn't he?
Oh dear. Peanut will know that this is going down. Gets a ward in there.
Taliyah's moving. Taliyah's moving. He's gonna have to flash Taliyah's spell here. Vi got it. He didn't have to flash, but will have to flash soon. Okay, that kind of saved the play. But I wonder if there should be more prio from Ryze in this case, or just a hover from Ryze in this case. Because in theory, right, Trundle gets prio mid by ganking and taking Taliyah flash. So if Ryze then just keeps up the prio, or move first and drop wave, that's just a free red buff for Trundle. And if Taliyah move, they turn on Taliyah. If Taliyah doesn't move, it's just a free red buff. And then they can either keep going on Krugs, or just call it there. It does feel weird that the Trundle is the one that has to play safe after all that. I think the Ryze had to either A, keep up the prio better, or B, move and drop wave. I don't think it should be a scenario where Taliyah loses flash and then has move and can stop the Trundle.
Tempo vibes feeling pretty even between these two squads.
Peanut did ping. Yeah, he's actually going to go for it. So on the minimap, he briefly pinged that he was sending his sights on the bot lane Krugs. He knows that Trundle wants to clear through the top side, but Ginger seems to be reading this super well. He's actually pathing his way towards the bot side. Kaiwing is going to come and check. Now they'll spot him out.
Flash.
Yeah, Kaiwing gets the information. Zenith Blade is going to hit there as well.
He can flash and then Q out somewhere. I think it's fine.
Behind enemy lines, and now Ginger's going to make his way
he just flashes here and then Qs.
He cannot get over here, but Peanut just goes straight into his hands. Not sure about that one as
Peanut he didn't make it. Wow. Should have flashed out earlier, no?
Phenomenal read from Ginger to recognize that Peanut would try to go for the
I think he was fine if he flashed out earlier.
Peanut's early game has been completely usurped through all of these reads from Ginger. And now it's CFO with first blood.
Yeah, double crab start.
That's with his bot lane having prio as well. So, like, I feel like if he just paths toward his own bot lane...
I think that's part of the reason why he thought that those would be safe. But again, he's communicating with Kaiwing saying, hey, can you check the Krugs? I think he's there. And the irony is he goes over the wall. He also should have known that Ginger was over the wall. He queues over. I guess he's thinking, I know he doesn't have flash. I have flash. I get to the Dragon Pit. I can flash to safety. But the pillar then completely changes that.
Yeah, and I thought the frozen domain was on the ground, although it was the old one. But still, a bit of a confusing situation there. Viper playing into the hands of Ginger, and now on the back foot. Currently 500 gold behind, the largest gold advantage there for Ginger as Kaiwing moving back down towards the bottom side.
If neither team get Drake anytime soon, I would expect a swap top. It's like either Drake right now or just swap the top, I think.
I'm wondering...
Trundle is pathing Drake, I feel like. He's pinging it as well. Trundle's gonna start Drake here. Might be a Drake fight, honestly. But Vi is really weak. This kind of flash mid, by the way, still keep in mind. Also Trundle no flash, but Trundle is really strong in this situation. I think HLE might have to give this. Like, Trundle champion is just too OP right now.
Is a really big deal, and we've seen CFO do this before. That was, to me, the main reason why they were able to dispatch T1 the way that they did, is because they had such a good read.
And then, most likely next wave or wave after that, they swap to top. And then they play the grubs. Looks pretty good for CFO so far.
That early lead was enough for them to take the entire game. It's going to be early Dragon here now for CFO as well.
Yep, Ocean does go over here, as Ginger is going to be able to lock that one up. You can see nice knock up here from Zeus, as the Rek'Sai starting to find a few angles here. Peanut clears out this ward, rest. Does need to be a little careful, as the back will complete. And Zeka makes his way home once more. Does have a tier.
I would expect this wave bot to be the last wave. The one right now at tier 1, I think, is the last wave if you want to swap.
Does manage to get that ward down.
Normally, 7:30 wave, you want to be on the right side already. So I think this wave into swap is normally the play. No TP on 6 to make the swap happen without tempo. So kind of need to push this in base, yeah. This is the last one. And now Renekton should do the same. Okay, they're just staying down here.
Oh, man.
The light has TP. This could be good for HLE here. Because they're kind of late on the swap. CFO and Alistar can cheat tempo with TP. Like, 6 is actually staying, but this looks really good for HLE now, all of a sudden. Alistar's gonna base TP topside. Leona is moving there. 6 cannot be there, Caitlyn cannot be there, but Caitlyn has first move. She's gonna base now and run there, and Six still needs to catch the wave and then base and run there. So HLE should have tempo with support and tempo with AD for this play. Six is very late for this. Look at Six on the minimap. Grub spawn right now and he's still bot basing. I think if HLE realized at the start, yeah, exactly. Just start this. They know Caitlyn is coming first.
Neither top laner has his peanut.
This is quite clever. He's come. Junja thinks that he's gone away, but he's stuck over the wall, came in through the back. Junja doesn't realize.
Could have even gone for a second one, I think, low-key, but Caitlyn is running bot, so
well done there by Peanut.
Understandable to not keep going. I think this was actually really well played by HLE to get a grab here. Because in theory, they're weaker, right? In theory, CFO should get 3. But because of tempo, Alistar TP back and Caitlyn first base, they could get 1 with half move from Caitlyn and Alistar full move. And now CFO have no one bot lane. Renekton will probably TP bot in a second, and Doggo will take over top. We're kind of in trouble here with Six, by the way. Six is dead, or? Ooh, did Taliyah get cancelled on the ult? I think Taliyah got cancelled on the ult, no? Vi died as well. I'm surprised HLE take this, because they know enemy is 5, and they know Caitlyn is bot, so they are 4v5 no matter what. But I guess they expected a Taliyah ult to go through. I think Taliyah got cancelled on the ult, by the way. I'm pretty sure they thought Six was trolling and Taliyah was gonna help out the play with ult. But she got cancelled, I think. Gotta see it again, but I'm pretty sure Taliyah got cancelled on the ult. Mid-ult or whatever. Because the wall came in, but the Taliyah didn't come in. So something happened to her.
We look back at this play on the top side, and again, Rest is going to find some nice trades in the top lane 1 versus 1.
What happens to the Taliyah?
Doggo going to help secure the grubs, and then the arrival of Doggo in the face of Peanut. And again, we talk about this man only having a W key, like
we get cancelled?
Figuratively and literally. The nice interrupt comes through from Kyming as well to stop.
Because if Taliyah arrives here, I think they might at least get 1 and maybe stay under tower as 2. It's possible, right? With Alistar coming. But now Vi is alone under the tower. The Six doesn't actually die.
But that play from Kyming, I think, is actually what makes the whole play work. If Zaka is at that top side and the dive happens while there's like Taliyah stones, while you have to play around the W, I don't actually think that maybe you trade like even, but it would be a very different situation. But because Kyming gets the cancel, Hanwha Life is playing a member down or 2 members down throughout that whole sequence. And
I don't think the play makes sense anyway, with Caitlyn bot lane and enemy being 5 top side. But at least the Taliyah arriving would make it better. Much better. Has flashed this Rek'Sai, but doesn't look good. That flash is not the best. Vi has no flash, no Q. Vi is dead here, and Rek'Sai might die anyway. Boom. Stay in pit and Q all the way. Help me. Help. Peanut is having a rough one. Peanut is having a rough one. From the invade level 2 to this, is just really having a rough one. Like if Zeka didn't bail him out on the first red as well, he would have been 2 levels down. 2 camps down into 2 levels down eventually. Like Zeka actually not only tanked mid gank for him level 3 after he trolled the invade, but also helped him on the red buff to get him back in the game. And if it wasn't for that, it would be even worse than it is right now. Jungle situation looks really tough. Yes, really tough. And they got first Drake, and they got 2 grub, and now Drake is up again, and they're back to bot side. Looks good for CFO so far. Looks like HLE is actually cross-mapping this, but then Caitlyn cannot be bot side. Like Alistar is clicking top and Vi is clicking top, so they're just giving this Drake. But Caitlyn is alone then, completely alone. I think she can get this wave, but after that she needs to leave. It's this wave into leave, no? No, we're dying. We're dying on this wave. Viper is dead. He's just executing. He's dead, he's dead. Leon ult? Yeah, Leon. Oh! Is that worth it?
to make sure that no one gets the money. Still,
is that really worth it?
A bit of a dive now towards the top side of the map as HLE, they've come alive. They're shut down to give Peanut some money back, and Delight gets his unbreakable will and is able to help take down the Croc there on that top side.
The cross map is clean as
Yeah, it's good cross map from HLE. They can't do much more than this. But I wonder if Caitlyn is on the wrong side. Like, Rek'Sai should probably be doing what Caitlyn is doing, and Caitlyn should probably be doing what Rek'Sai is doing. But is that worth it, that flash from Caitlyn, to deny the kill? It's not worth it, right?
I gotta eat my words there. I was kind of hoping with Triforce, as fed as you are,
Like, better to have flash up or and just give the kill to Leona, so be it. She flash ult at least for it. I understand why he flashed. He denies the kill, it's an execute then. But I just wonder if that's actually worth it. Maybe better just to die.
He will see Kaiwing, so I think he should be good to go.
Yeah, tunnels should be employed to get Zeus out of dodge, and does of course have the Tremor Sense. So
I want to see how much they got bot, because they got everything but one plate top and everything but 1.5 bot. But keep in mind, 6W does like 1.2k. So if you hit bot tower like once or 2 times more, that tower falls. Like 6 could do mid wave here into full rotate bot, 1 auto, W, tower dies. So sure, they got more top, but because of 6W, actually this bot tower is literally one hit. It's not one plate and a half, it's just 1 auto into 6W. It's so low, this bot tower from 6W. It's literally 1 auto W, I think.
Not only was Viper able to make the best out of a bad situation, they
If they can. I guess they can't. 1 auto W, low key. You see?
So
HLE actually got more tower damage top, but because of 6W, it's not actually more tower damage, because it just cheats like 1k. Sorry, Renekton is weak side here once more. Caitlyn no flash, Caitlyn no flash, Caitlyn is dead. Or? Rise ult? Oh, it's 6 TP, I thought it was Rise TP. I guess we're alive. Help! Oh! Making the TikTok play there, the 6. Nice try, nice try. W into Q.
Does indeed play the same way. On Ziggs, as he doesn't know, runs bot, gets his turret, immediately gets towards the top side of the map to make the action happen there. And I do understand CFO's want, because as you were highlighting, Vedi,
2 Drakes, 2 Grubs. Herald is spawning, 2k gold leads. Looks good for CFO so far. Caitlyn no flash for a long time.
So I think CFO is
Vi in really bad spots.
Actually get that break point. And this time I
Looks
do think
good.
their engage is a lot better. The addition of the Leona, the pick potential that you can get with Pillar or a Renekton flank should really help them, because if this gold lead remains the way that it is, I think you might struggle down the line once Viper gets to more items. If not though, and you're able to build upon it further, you're already at 2 dragons.
Yep. And Coinbase Gold Grind, as you can see here, Peanut versus Junja.
I'm surprised CFO are on this side. I feel like they should be playing Herald. Maybe their idea is to match enemy, because they did get Dove top earlier. He can't hit it, by the way. He can't hit it. Trundle's in the way. He can't hit it. He can't hit it. He can't hit it. He has to flash out. They can take the cone on themselves. Oh my god. That positioning by Trundle is so smurf, because you can stand on top of the cone. If you position correctly, you cannot hit the cone if someone is standing on top of it. Nice by Trundle there to stand on top of the cone. I think Alistar should have W'd him, no? Did Alistar have W there? If he W's a Trundle, he removes him from the positioning of the cone and he can hit it, right? I'd love to see that again. I don't think they're going to show us a replay for that. But I wonder if Alistar can W the Trundle there.
Also feels like a little bit of disrespect from Hanwha Life, where in the last game we saw that CFO will bring the fight to you.
Herald is free. Drake in 130 again. I think CFO's idea here was to like deny the cross map before they make the objective play, because last time they did bot side play, HLE cross mapped and killed Renekton, so I think this time they're trying to deny the cross map before they make the objective play. They lost tier 1 bot anyway, but at least they got like Alistar out by killing him, and then they go to the other side instead of just going one side and giving the other side completely, because that's kind of what happened last time. They just went one side, HLE decided we can't fight. I think that was for a second Drake, and they just went other side, got the Renekton kill, almost top tower. I think this time CFO want to deny the cross map first before they go. Makes sense. Now Drake is coming, 40 seconds. Soul point if they get it. I think HLE have to fight, by the way. It doesn't look like they're clicking to fight, but I don't know if you can give soul point here. You kind of have to try, I feel like. You can see once again CFO denying the cross map first with Trundle. Trundle is up here trying to deny. Okay, HD are clicking Drake now. I think it's just gonna be a Drake fight here. They kind of have to fight, I would say. TP by Ryze. Renekton has as well. Talia has no TP, but she has ult, and Rek'Sai has TP, so they're overloading top lane with double solo lane. And now Rex is gonna base TP, I guess, and Talia's ulting. No, it was just Cone. Still has ult, still has ult. Now she's ulting. Does it deny in time? Oh, he has to drive the other way? How do you do it? Wait. Wait, he's so smart. No, he missed it! Wait, he was so smart until he missed it. No. Okay, it's fine anyway. Oh, it was so clever until he missed it. 6W. Yep, still get it.
Say that it was obviously part of the plan?
No, I don't think it was part of the plan to miss. I think he just missed.
How did you not see that? I really do like to assess things.
But going around like that was really smart with the Talia wall coming. Because Talia wall would deny it. 6 is dead here. Could still be good for CFO though. Or? Yeah, still good. But I think HLE are not too unhappy with this. Not too unhappy with this. TP out. TP out, TP out, TP out. TP.
Maybe a little bit. We'll go down for sure. No? We'll see who they give the kill to. Looks like it is going to be Raz.
Could he not TP out there?
Well, maybe an opportunity.
Wait, Vi is doing the Drake. Cameraman. It's full still. Does 6 have TP? 6 has TP. It's 4v4. Rek'Sai dead, Trundle dead. 4v4. No smite for CFO. And no vision in banana. Looks good for HLE, I think. 6 ult huge though. Whoa. Ryze on the flank. Leona flashed in. Drake 4k. Actually have to run here. It's Drake to CFO. Even if they don't get kills, it's Drake to CFO here. So all things considered, good for CFO. Even though they got some kills back, it's just good for CFO. Soul point now. Atakan in 15 topside. Everyone needs to base and run topside right now. I don't think HLE are gonna do it, but I think CFO should force it when they can. So he doesn't go into the Talia wall, because if you go into the Talia wall, the Herald gets cancelled, so he drives all the way around. This was really smart. And then he just misses, I think. He just misses.
He misses the tower. But
he kind of went through it though. Like low-key went through it, no?
Clearly that was the plan from the very start.
Like half of the Herald is through the tower. How did that not hit it? What?
He gets airborne and then the chain CC comes through. He immediately dies. Junja ulties, allowing him to buy enough time to flash away to safety. All the while,
like he missed, but he did really though. That looked more bugged than anything. That was half the Herald on the tower and still didn't work. And then 6 just gets caught, I guess, doing wave too far up. Yeah, he just gets caught. Yeah, he's too far up doing the wave. Becomes a bit of a mess from Dogo being that far up and getting caught, but worked out in the end for CFO anyway. Like Drake is everything here, right? So sure, they give a kill over, they trade a kill back, but in the end it's like who gets the Drake. That's what matters. And now everyone click Atakan. I think CFO should force. They're way ahead. They should force this one. Whenever waves are in good position and wards are in good position, just force, I think.
Yeah, we're looking real good for those 3 games, and we'll be looking even better if CFO can get themselves an Otacon.
No. Let's steer clear of the Otacon. This time the engage is amazing. Just
No. Based on the last play that we just saw.
Good wards by HLE, by the way. You see this one? Here and here. And there's a pink here, which kind of makes them think the pit is safe. That pink makes them think that there's no ward, right? But they actually have double ward. So this Ryze thinks he's not on vision, but it's actually on 2 wards. Their wards are insane. He's dead. Sonya's into Caitlyn, not possible. 6 ult good though. Caitlyn won. Caitlyn basically dead. They could still play this, or? Actually, Renekton no TP. These wards were insane by HLE. They have a ward here and a ward over the wall there. And there's a pink on the Atakan, you see? This one doesn't reach this one and obviously doesn't reach that one. So the Ryze just thinks he's not on vision, but he's actually standing on wards. This one is really clutch. Look at this one. Because this one I think sees here, or this one sees here, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the Ryze was on vision there.
Doesn't give up too much.
Yeah, Hongq overextends on the top side of the map. HLE
I don't think he actually overextended. I think their wards are just Smurf. That's it. They just have really good wards.
Oh, he did. Yeah, that explains why there was 5. And the reason why they could afford to do that was because there's nothing really that CFO can cross map for, which is what Hongq really didn't respect the ability.
TPing with Ryze here and forcing.
For HLE to collapse, but CFO, they have the TP.
I like this.
Let's see whether this is going to work.
I like this. Forcing here is good. They're stronger.
Void Grub or Rift Herald impression by being a Void monster in the pit. As there's a flick back on the
Doggo is caught though. Has to flash. Maybe now we have to pull off now. Doesn't look good anymore. Rek'Sai is caught and alive. I don't like that kind anymore. Now it's getting sketchy. Now it's getting very sketchy. Redemption saves it a bit.
To go for this one. Redemption to get those health bars back again. As Peanut
Alistar has flash, be careful.
That's the question. He gets himself in, but it's not going to be stolen away. And down goes
Ryze already dead. Ryze 1 HP.
Still alive somehow. And CFO are just trying to limp themselves away with the
1-4-0, and they got Atakan, right?
Successful for CFO. They get the objective. Peanut can get the
got a bit sketchy for a second there when Doggo got caught. I think minus that is just a really good play. Now Drake in 50, soul for CFO. Have to fight. CFO got it, right? It wasn't a steal.
Doggo lost so much HP, but Hongq, he takes matters into his own hands. He tries to keep Peanut
yeah, he zones the Vi.
Slows him down, he makes it
nicely played by Ryze.
You can also see the satchel charge there as well. He can't quite get in range of the smite. It is secured by Junja. And after securing that kill, CFO do the wise thing, disengage from the situation.
Have to fight here. CFO actually don't have to fight, but they don't really have a cross map. Like, let's say Baron was up right now, they could go Baron for Drake. But now there's just going to be a 5v5 on Drake here. And if CFO win this, I think they win the game. HLE have to smurf here somehow. Getting soul here will be huge. 25-minute Chemtech soul. HLE have to fight. They're playing it from bot side. It's quite normal to go from bot side when you're weaker. Gives you some kind of positioning, even though it's a bit awkward that you don't have an access to mid lane anymore. CFO are doing a good job here of flushing them out. They're slowly circling. Could be good for CFO here. Look at Leona positioning. Look at Leona positioning. Missed the ult though and missed the E-flash. But Renekton is in there. Renekton is dead, by the way. Leona already flashed. Leona is dead too. Uh-oh. CFO should pull off here, but they're not. They're taking this 3v4. Nice play by Headlight. Does Rumble win this? No, has to rush out. They smurfed it. They're alive. HLE is alive. I don't think they can do Baron though. I don't think they can do Baron. But they had to win this. I feel like the positioning for CFO wasn't bad, but Leona misplayed. Just misplayed, no? He has perfect positioning. He goes a little bit early, whiffs the ult, hits E on Rek'Sai instead of backline. Tally ult is good to cover off like Ryze and Ziggs follow-up. Yeah, the Tally ult was huge actually. I think if the Leona just plays it slower maybe and holds the positioning. Yeah. Maybe the Tally ult saves it. Because it cuts off Ryze and Ziggs completely, so there's not much follow-up actually. Even if she hit like the right target with ult and E. Maybe the Tally ult was clutch, yeah. It was hard to follow. In 4 minutes, have to fight again, but this buys a lot of time. And now it's just Baron dance for a while.
And it's an oldie but a classic when it comes to Humble Life.
Yeah, and the thing that's beautiful about this game is I think if you wanted a recap of HLE's year, just watch this game. You know, because there's so many of the situations where, you know, Zeker is making interesting decisions. A lot of, like, when they don't look good, it doesn't look great at all. As Zeus is continuing to have a roll. That interruption was absurd.
Wait, he got the tunnel anyway? The tunnel was cleared.
The tunnel tries to escape and it does not work.
He was mid-tunnel when there was no tunnel anymore.
This is one of the downturns for what we've seen from
This is a 5v4 force now. This should be good for CFO. Low-key give angle, I think. Or try to steal, I guess. But I'm not sure if you can fight here 4v5.
actually getting softened up. 50%.
I think it's mostly about stealing, right? It's not about fighting necessarily.
Still to look for the 4 versus 5. I don't know about it. As there is a teleport available from Zeus, they need to buy
They are getting chunked though. Wait, they're pulling off. Wow. I guess the Rek'Sai has TP. They're running out of time. Nicely played by HLE here, 4v5, to hold this off.
He takes a deep sigh and says, here we go again. As he, just the positioning in that Baron pit, he was chipping away at Junja's HP bar. Zeka found a bit of a pick, but is he in
Has
danger
flash.
himself?
No.
Has flash. Leona is caught here a bit. Leona is caught a bit.
Flick back as well as River, not going to face check, gets a ward down. Peanut will be spotted,
fine,
moves away. Man, these
Drake in
setups
230.
are
It's
scary.
gonna
It's
keep
like
being a
jump
Baron
scares
dance
beating
for a
a
little
red
bit,
rush.
and then we're back to Drake.
Tension is at an all-time
It's
high,
very important
as it feels like
sequence of the
it's
game here.
Viper versus
Like
the
whoever
world
gets Baron
right
and next
now.
Drake in a really good spot, right? Especially CFO if they can get this Drake.
Then CFO can. I feel like there's
But
very
this is
threats
everything,
they
yeah.
need to be
Whoever
wary
gets this
about.
Baron.
But the challenge is getting to the cave
I think
raid.
CFO should
What
probably
about
not
it?
flip a Baron right
CFO
now.
needs
Just
to
play for the
find
Drake.
quite the
And maybe
flank in
HLE
order to do that.
should,
If you just look
actually.
at the minimap and look
Like,
at
could
the
you
vision
two-man
coverage on the
Baron
top
with
side of
Vi
the
and
map,
Caitlyn over the
you can
wall?
see the advantages.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Is it
whoa, we're
happening
caught, no?
again?
We're caught. Flash?
Junja's gonna get the flash out
Ah,
of
Mega
Peanut.
Cone,
He's got
he's
a
fine.
Mega Cone to get himself to
fine, it's
safety,
fine.
which is obviously what
A
he
risky
knew.
invade, no?
So that's why
28-30 into the
Zeus
game,
in the
invading
jungle
Raptor.
with the-
Oh no!
There's a brilliant little flick,
Ooh,
but
we
the Ember
failed.
Pulverize doesn't work. As the
Failed
Light
the
gives him a
combo.
thumbs up.
Yeah, we're really
Gabi.
getting both the full
We are-
spectrum of
it is
Peanut and
right.
Delight in this one. Peanut giving up
There's the bell
flash
curve of HLE, and we've had both sides.
I
of
see.
it
Yep.
so
No,
far.
yeah, I can see that.
for not Raptors, and then Delight obviously also almost, or not getting the combo there. I want to highlight, though, looking at the item finishes, Doggo is so close to that death cap, and I do think very funny that Zeka is
120
like, I am not
Drake.
the carrier. I'm going Rylai's. Went that second, actually. But it does mean that for Rest, for Junja, and for Honkyu, actually playing the fight gets a lot harder, especially with Viper's positioning as we've seen so far. Their main range is Doggo, and he needs to get to that Rabadons.
All right, well, then we can start a new fun mini-game.
I like mini-games.
Doggo is, as of right now, 300 gold away
Okay.
from the death cap.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Just got himself
probably about
another
200.
90, so now he's about 200, give or take.
So 200 gold.
He needs 200 gold from somewhere.
STP.
He can get 200 gold. The problem is the dragon ticking down. He needs to get it before this objective spawns. They might hand the red buff over to him. You can see him pathing down
They
right
have to.
now.
There's Krugs
So
as
they do.
well.
The thing is,
He has
CFO
TP
don't
though.
really need to fight tooth and nail for the Drake, though, right? They're the
That's
team
true,
that
you
has
are
the
right.
sole point. That's the value of
Yeah,
that.
CFO can always
They
trade
need
for
CFO.
Baron, but HLE cannot. HLE needs the Drake to stop the soul. But CFO can actually give the Drake and go Baron, right? It's an option. I just don't think they have the comp for it. They don't have an AD carry, so they don't really do Baron that fast. I would just fight the Drake no matter what.
It's a game.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
With this composition, you can't really do
That's the
Baron
most
with
important
Ziggs
evidence
and Rice.
purchase, though,
I mean,
obviously.
Rice does it relatively fast, but Ziggs does not.
Probably not.
Probably
But he is
Compared
an
to an AD carry.
so he doesn't buy that item very often.
here we go. Death cap completed, level 16 as well.
Rek'Sai might get caught here.
In position now.
No.
We're getting the snap traps down,
Got
though.
the sensor, I guess, and then
And
tunnel.
HLE, they have pulled this one out. Zeka on that angle once again to try and get
Traps
one
are good.
ball in. Junja is trying to keep
Oh no, he got pushed out by the wall.
And so this
He got pushed out by the wall. He flew over the wall from Talia R.
HLE win themselves a fight as Kaiwin goes in, and
Looks
then
good for
uses
HLE, this one.
Delight to taxi his way out. They're both in that backline as Honkyu is delivered to the open
Wait,
arms
the
of Zeka.
Trundle flew over the
And
Drake
Rest is now
pit
just
wall
trying
from
to slice
Talia
and
ult?
dice his way out. They'll take a crab.
What?
They get one kill, but
Look
it's
at Trundle if they show
exactly the one
replay.
needed.
He flashed into the pit and then he got pushed out by Talia ult.
Keep Doggo out of the fight, which means that even with that
This
death
is
cap
Baron,
being
right?
doesn't actually
It's
have the
5v4.
position to output a lot of DPS.
No
If
AD,
the
well,
TP comes
no
in,
Ziggs.
CFO know that they cannot
No AD
give up
carry,
this Baron.
AP carry
Every
for
teleport is gonna be
CFO.
employed to try
Doggo
and stop
down.
this one from going down.
Can they fight 4v5?
5 seconds on Doggo as well.
Peanut is low,
He
actually.
doesn't have teleport when he does
No flash
swing
Talia.
spawn.
No flash
So
Talia.
they're looking for the angle as Zeus goes in.
Shove is good though. Alistar combo is gonna be good.
The pulverize is
This is
there.
winning for
Viper is
HLE.
indeed unstoppable.
Low-key
As
GG here, or?
everyone is seizing
It's winning
every
fight. They got the
member of
Drake, they got the
CFO,
Baron.
and that just allows
Low-key
Viper
GG
to
here
shoot
for
them.
HLE.
The Baron gonna go down next. It felt like a hint of
I gotta see that Drake again. The Trundle flew out of the pit from Talia
We need to
ult.
steal this.
It looked so weird. Oh, he can't steal this. He can't.
Come on, come on, come on.
It's just HLE Baron.
Oh, well, it's down to 2,000 now. He's not going to be able to get there.
Oh,
And it wasn't
Drake
probably
replay.
gonna happen anyway.
Look at the Trundle.
Circle saying,
Look at the Trundle.
throwing damage at the Baron.
He flashes into the pit.
From Zeka, just fantastic once
He got
again to
pushed
speed up
out.
the fight.
And then he flashed in and he's still stuck there.
In between the
Yes,
wall
he
and the
does.
wall.
It's so for Ginger to get into the pit, and then look at the backline. Viper is not under threat. This is what we talked about. They cannot get on top of him. Meanwhile,
at this point of the game, it's nice to have an AD carry, you know.
So
low-key outscaled, I think, at this point. Having no AD carry feels so bad. It's not that they scale poorly, but the Caitlyn is just really strong at this point compared to the Ziggs, I think. Ziggs is not useless by any means, but Caitlyn is really strong, you know, at this point. This is AD carry territory time.
Yeah, it's like Zeka is walking around with a bazooka called...
And they don't have one. CFO do not have an AD carry this game.
And he can tell his opponents just to, get away from him and into the open arms of the damage.
I think it's so easy to MR stack this game, no? For HLE. It's not like Trundle and Renekton will kill everyone. So easy to MR stack this game, I think. You have Merc's Spirit Visage on Rek'Sai. You have Merc Treads on Vi with a Negatron Cloak. And then you have Mercs on Talia as well. Mercs on Alistar as well. I feel like MR stacking this game may be too high value. Leona as well on top of that. You have Ryze, 6 Leona. MR/Merc Treads counter all of them.
Let them have the turrets, it's okay. Come on, CFO, I want my game free!
See whether we can get there.
Good shove and chunk. Might walk into the trap. Ooh, he almost walked into the trap.
That game number 3 is Junja down so incredibly low.
Renekton is caught here.
Set up here as well. The solar flare is decent, but the shove, the knockups all over the place, just chained so beautifully by HLE. They'll use that to take
I don't think they end here, but they are definitely
and
gonna get mid and maybe bot.
The inhibitor might actually be defended though, as we
Inhib mid doesn't really matter, it's more about the bot tower. Can they defend the bot tower? That's the big one. Because if they break bot, they get double inhib at some point, and that's low-key game. They're just diving. Ziggs is dead. Ziggs is dead. Trundle is dead. I think that's game. No, that's game. Talia doesn't even die. Wow. So he can base TP if he wants.
HLE, they really came alive, and they were asleep at the beginning of this game.
GG.
But no, it looks like it's going to be a 2-0, and our second LCK team will make their way to knockouts with
still alive.
This Nexus.
GG.